welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. So Sam Houston's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Memphis Tigers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here's the running back that will be the centerpiece of the ground game. They believe that he is a gem, and they are excited to showcase him in this offense. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Memphis. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bearcats offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the guy that will be running the show. There was a lot of interest in him in the offseason. He's a guy that they are excited to give the reins to this offense. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy.
Got it down the field. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets it out quickly. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the first down. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Barry Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. The extra point here would tie the game.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. They'll try to add another to their lead. extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Pulled and fired complete. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Barry Johnson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finding some room. Still on his feet. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Floats it out in space. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off-play action on first down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Ready. Level, level. Slide. Go.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Hunt is in the air. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Touchdown, Memphis. Stealing a score on special teams. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pumps it downfield. Finds space on the right. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense showing blitz here. He'll keep it on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away, nowhere to go.
Touchdown, Bearcats! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This field position is quite advantageous. First and goal from the 4. It is a game of field position, and after a return like that, man, are they set up. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Taylor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. He throws one to the left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
They'll run it. It's Brown. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 2nd and goal for this offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll run with Brown. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Coming out with it, it's Taylor. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Hauls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game, more or less in the first half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Bearcats! take it in for 6 more points.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Finds his man. It's Brown. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Memphis wants to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Here's a heat, and it's a sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the Kent State Golden Flashes.
He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Catching up with Coach Longo at halftime, they have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Flips it out to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Bearcats! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is...
Oh, they block it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. A give to Brown. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Hines is back in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Give to Brown. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can paint holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To throw, it's Nolan. Got it! And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback,
he's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to throw on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. With the catch, it's Barry Johnson. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Right on the money. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
this quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. The run inside. It's Brown. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Oh, it's a reverse. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get him involved on jet sweeps.
And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like
they'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. From the red zone, it's Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And the most important thing is,
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. One more time, it's Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Smashes ahead. He's got enough for the first. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The old